Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Sorry for the late start. I see DJV, David Ratner, Sotek, hello hello. Hey Ice Cube and Eric. Hi Jessica, Jaleb, Tom, Magic Owls. Welcome, welcome. Hey Asylum. Asylum is using his super supporter power here for the first time in a long time to skip the queue and get his puzzle done right away. I know he's very excited about this new way to design Japanese sum Sudoku puzzles that will work in the CTC app with a much nicer presentation than having a bunch of text on the outside cosmetically. Hey Meth Pesto, how you doing? All right. So, I think we should just get started since I'm so late anyway. So this puzzle is called Power Up. It's by TheAsylm. We have normal Sudoku rules and normal Japanese sums rules, so it's 2-color. So what that means is, let's take this row for example. We're going to need a block of cells that are colored black. I'm going to use gray. That sum to 4. And then at some point we could have like a single cell that sums to 7. Then we could have a block of cells that sum to 6. And then we could end here with a cell that sums to 9, or maybe 2 cells that sum to 9. But the point, and then these would be unshaded. But the point is that we need to follow the coloring instructions here. And when 2 colors are the same, we must have an unshaded cell in between to disambiguate that. So that is how JSUMs work. If you want to see how TheAsylm built this in F puzzles to import into CTC with the new stuff, he does have a video that he released that goes through the process. It's not too bad. I think it's not too bad to do. So it's pretty neat. So let's get started. What color do I want to use for unshaded? Because I'm going to use gray for the black shaded. Maybe for now I'll use green for unshaded. All right, so yeah, these add to 45. Row 3 adds to 45. So these both ends of these are black, and then 15 can only use 5 cells. But I think we have to be conservative and say that means these are red. Because we don't know which side could end up with the extra cell. Let's see. How about this row? How much does that add up to? 35 plus 7 is 42. Okay. Column 5. So this has to be a 2. It's the only red cell in column 5. So that does have to be a 2. And then we have a 4 up here, and then a 6 and 7 down here, but we don't know where they go. This is a 22 clue. You could do 22 and 3, but we need a 5 clue before it. So we'd need like a black 5 clue, and then we'd start a 22 here. So we need at least 3 cells. So this one's going to be the red. This one's going to be red. This is a 10 clue, but it could go up or down. This is a 16 clue. Yeah, the 39 clue has outies of 6. So that makes all 3 of these black. Actually, I think I might be able to use black for this. I think things show up on this black. Yeah, so what does this add? Oh, what does this add to again? Did we add this one? I don't think we added this one. So 25, 29, 36. So we have outies of 9, but where there's going to be 2 outies in between the 20 and the 5, and between the 5 and the 7. But outies of 9 could have 3 outies. So we're not sure exactly how that's laid out yet. Hey Nebu, how you doing? This 16 clue, how far can it reach? It can only reach 5, because 6 cells add to minimum 21. So these 2 are definitely unshaded. So that's our first unshaded set. We'll make that green. Did I not add this right? 25. 25 plus 11 is 36. Hey, Carl. Oh, there's a 6 here. How did I not see that? 36 plus another 12. Sorry, 36 plus another 6 is 42. Okay, so yeah, that helps, because that means our outies here are 2 cells adding to 3. So 1 and 2 are our outies. Is this can't be the 20 clue then, because the 4 can't reach it. We can't afford to have an outie before it. So this is the 20 clue. Then we have an unshaded, and then we have the 5 clue. And this unshaded is a 1 or 2, so it has to be a 1. And then the 5 can't be a 2, 3. If I can't do 5 and 2, because 1 and 2 are outies. So the 5 is on its own. This is a 2, and then the 7 has to use up both of these cells. And then this first cell has to be black. Wait, but this 23 clue can't have a red in it. So what's going on there? Oh, we have a 7 clue and a 6 clue. Right. And then we need at least 3 cells for the 20, so then the 4 is on its own. I don't know what's going on that I'm ignoring this inner ring. It's weird. Let's see. So we learned quite a bit here. We have this 7. So with the 7, we could still do 10 and 3. What's the outies for this column? We've got 32 plus 7, 39. So we do have more outies. I don't think this 23 can reach all the way down here, because 7 cells add to 28. So this is also unshaded. This 7 clue. Oh, because the 2 is used in the row, this 7 clue can't use all of these cells, so this has to be red. And that's the 10 clue for the column. So it's got to use both of these, and then we have a 7 here. Nice. So this is either 1, 9 or 4, 6. Oh, I was looking at the 8 clue. Shoot. I'm sorry. I've been messing up Sudoku all week. I don't know what's going on with me, but... Seven on the left is not there. Okay. 6 in column 5. Now has to be a single 6. That's true. With 1 and 2 used up, we can't get to 6 with 2 cells. Or definitely not 3 cells. So this is a 6 on its own. And then we need... oh yeah, we have the 6, we have the 2. So this is unshaded. Can't have anything in between. I need to get used to it. There's something weird with the scanning, and but I think I just have to get used to the scanning asylum because I'm not used to scanning it this way. But yeah, it definitely is nice. Let's see. I don't know what's going on that I'm ignoring this outer ring. It might just be because it's black. I'm not sure. Maybe if it wasn't a black-red puzzle, it would be easier. Hey, Rockrat, how you doing? Okay, 4 is a single digit up here. That's true. We have the 6. We do need an unshaded after the 6. And then 7 is a single digit down here because the 4 is up here. Okay. "22 needs 3 cells. True, that makes this one black. I wonder if this view looks better. Not really. It's pushed up against the side of the screen for some reason. Triple in row 4, true. So we have 3, 5, nope, not 5. We have 3, 8, and 9 left. This can't be a 9 because it's part of an 8 clue. This 4 clue, this black 4 clue, can't be a single 4 here, but it could be in... Maybe I should add up some of these columns. 38. 38. 39. Garion says row 2, column 6. Can't be red since you can't do 2, 3, or 1, 4. Flux 2, 10 clip. Okay, so if this was red, this couldn't add to 10 because these two would need to add to 5. And we couldn't do we couldn't do 1, 4, and we couldn't do 2, 3 because of the box markings. And we can't do it in 4 cells because 3 cells can't add to 5 at all. Okay. So this is it has to grow because this can't be a 5, so it's got to grow down. And so this is either 1 or 3, which means this is either 2 or 4. Now this is either a 6 or a 4 clue. I don't know which one. Has to be, there isn't enough room otherwise. Actually, I have an interesting... This can't be red at all, right? Because if it was red, it would be part of a 10 clue that can't grow up, but it also can't grow down because this row is only black. So this is not a red cell. So this is a single cell clue. So it has to be the 4 because it can't be 6. This is 4 and 1. And this could be black though, because it could be part of the 9 clue. But that means that we have a 6 and a 5 clue over here somewhere. The 6 clue can't be alone here. But I think there's some freedom over here. If this grew down... Oh, hold on. That means this row's done. So this grows up. And it can't be a 1 or a 2, so it has to be a 3. And that finishes the 10 clue. This 3 is part of the 30 clue, so this has to be red. That makes this an 8. This 23 now can't grow down, so it's got to go up at least one more. Is that enough? 9, 8, 6, would that be enough? 15 plus 8, yeah, that just works. I missed the 9 clue in row 5. Ah, I did it again. That works so well, too. I saw it earlier. Okay, well, we don't know where the 9 clue is. Is there anything I can say? What I can say is this 7 can't grow down. This cannot be red, because there's no red clue further left in this row. So at the very least, I can make this grow up and make that a 3. That I can say. That's an 8. This has to connect. And then this could go down or up, though. This is a 10, so that goes up, and then we have a single 7 above it. So this cell, if it was low, could only be a 4. Can these add to 7 anymore with that 1, 2, 3? No, they can't. So this is a 7. This is red. Is this readable to everybody? Should I change these to a lighter gray? Gray would be better. There you go. Does that look good? Hey Eric, how you doing? Okay, so Ice Cube's talking about the outies for this row. The outies for this row are 6. And so if we don't continue this way, we would need to put 3 outies over here And it would have to be 1, 2, 3, but it can't be because of the 2. So this does have to be gray so that our outies work. Let's see. 8 clue looks useful. Ah, this is 8 and 2 now, so this has to be a 3. At least in 2, I should say. 8 and 3 with a 3 means we'd have 5 and 2. So we'd have to do 1, 4 or 2, 3. We'd have to do 1, 4. Okay, so I can't grow up then. Because if I grew up as red here, this would have to be 1, 4. And then I have no way to make a 4 clue here. So there's a 4 up here on its own. And it's black. And we can't do 8 and 3 at all, so this is a 5. So this clue is done. So yeah, where does 4 go in this row? Or we have a Jovi wing if you prefer. So that's a 4. That's part of a 10 clue, so that's a 6. This is a pair. Now we're getting somewhere. This is 6 and 9. We have a true X-wing on 9s if we want to use that. This is a 6 clue, and to its left we can't immediately start the 7, so yes, that must be unshaded. And that does add to 10. So yeah, okay, so this is a 9 clue. With a 9 and a 7, we can't get all the way here with a 28 clue. Because 28 and 7 is 1 through 7. So this one's unshaded. This adds to 11 already. We can only have 5 more. So we can only reach down here now. So this one's unshaded. What happened here? Oh, this 9 gave us this 6 and 9 and this 8 and 9. Nice. Okay, how does this 7 work? Well, it's not 7 and 3. And there's a 3 clue. Right, so we can't be 1, 6, we can't be 2, 5, we can't be 3, 4. This is a 7 on its own. It has to be unshaded after it. Why can't row 5, column 7 be gray? Row 6, column 3 can't be green. Same as the other side. Yeah, because 3 is used now. So these 3 can't add to 6, so I do need to make that one gray. Okay, so this 23 clue, it's 17 right now. So we really just need a 6. But we can't grow up and get a 6. We could grow up twice and get... Can we grow up twice and get 6? Can't do 1, 5, can't do 2, 4. No. So no matter how much I grow up, either 1 or 2 up, I still need this cell in order to exactly add to 6. Oh, there's a clue above it. What I said is still true, though, so it does need this cell. And this cell is involved in a sum to 6, either with this or on its own. So I could do 5 and 1. So I could do a 6 on its own, or I could do 5 with a 1 here. I can't do 1 here with a 5 here because of this 5. Or 2, 4. Neither of these can be 4, so that's it. That's all we could do. Does that mean both of these are 1 from 1, 2, and 3? I don't know if I want to say that. But this is part of a 6 clue. I guess if this was 5, we'd need a 1 on one side. But if this was 5, we'd need a... Okay, we have 2... if this was 5, we'd need to add to 5 here. Because 5 would be used. We couldn't do 1, 4. We couldn't do 2, 3. So that's impossible. This cannot be a 5. This must be a 6. And then we have a 5 over here, but it can't be here. So that's not shaded. This is a black 5. And this 6 is done, so that's unshaded. These add to 15. We got to get to 22, so we do need 7 more. So we need at least 1 more cell. Oh, but we can't take 2 cells because we need a 5 at the top. So that's a 7. These connect. That's the black 4 clue. This was shaded black as well. Now we're done with that column. These add to 18 plus 7, which is 25. So we need 3 more. So we grew right, we'd have to take both. If we grow left, it would be a 1, 2, or 3. Row 2, the 4 has a green on its left. The 4 is done, so it's... And then there's nothing between it and the 7. The 7 and the 6... Oh, okay, so the rest of the row is green because the clues are done. That's helpful. So this 23 clue, that's green. This is the 10 clue. We need a 9 clue up here. Wait. I broke it. Oh, I didn't break it because there is a 9 clue over here. I'm going to keep doing that. So this can't be a 9. That's the point. So this does need to be black. I don't know if I can prove it's on its own. But this is maximum 2. So this is at least 7, but it can't be 7. So this is 8 or 9. Oh, it can't be 8 either. So it is a 9. So that's done here, and that's done here. So this has to be a black 3. Seven, 10, this is 22. 9, 10, we have a 5. Well, this adds to 16, or what does this add to right now? 9 plus 7, this does 16 already, so that's not shaded. This 12 clue needs to grow. So this is a 7 clue and this is a 5 clue. So this is not shaded because the 5 can't get there. So we have a 3 clue and an 8 clue down here. So this fills in here as well. 23. Column 7 needs outies that add to 6. You already have 2 and 4 unavailable. All right, so 32 plus 7 is 39. The outies in this column add to 6, indeed. But we can't do 2, 4 because the 4 is shaded red. So we need to do 1, 2, 3. which means this cell here is unshaded and it's a 1 or a 3. So this is unshaded. Jayla, why can't we make 9 and 3? Okay, well, let me look at what people are talking about here. So we need 9 more to make this 23. So can we do 9 and 2 is the question? So if this was 9 and 2, then neither of these are 9. So this 9 clue here would need to grow. But we couldn't do 9 and 2 because then these two would be the same digit because they would add to 9 with this. So this one would have to grow again, but there's no way to make 9 and 3 because 4, 5, and 6 are taken. So it'd either be 1, 2, 3 adding to 6, or it would be 1, 2, 7 adding to 10. So that means that this is 9 and 1, and all of these are unshaded, is the conclusion. This is a 1 or 3 as well. This has to be shaded. They are 5, 8, 9. So, but this is a 5 clue. So it's a 5. And this is not shaded. I have to get a 5 clue single here now. So this is black 5 and this is not shaded. This 9 is by itself. We can't put a 7 here now because it won't work for the row. So this is the 7 and it's black. And that's unshaded. Can't make 18 and 2, so we got to at least grow 1 more. So this is part of an 8 clue. And this is part of a 3 clue. So I guess we could put 2, 3 there. This is 2, 3, 8. This needs to be a 3 for the column. Thanks, Mark. So that's a 1, that's a 3, that's an 8, that's a 2, that's a 3. 3 clues done now. Now, can we add to 8 and 2? We can't do 1, 7, 2, 6, 3, 5. So this is 8 on its own. Hey, J-Man, how you doing? This adds to 18, so it's done. We either add to 4 and 2, in which case this is a 1, or we have a 4 on its own, in which case this has to be the 4. So this is always black. And it's a 1 or 4. What do these add to already? Or should we think about outies, like what the outies can be? The outies are 6. We can't do 1, 2, 3. So the outies are done. These two add to 6. Can't do 1, 5, so we better be able to do 2, 4. And then these are what's left, a 1 and a 9. So we know the order. This 4 is done. This adds to 12. We have 5 already, so we need 7. 7 is done. And we have our shading done. Nice. I hope that's correct. So like a mushroom with spots, like what Mark just did. I'll remove it at the end. This still helps me having those green. Let's see, we've got 1. We need a 2. and a 5. Okay, so we know the order. It might be time to press the mark button. Let's see. 7. I think it's time to get Mark's help here. Thank you, Mark. Oh. Oh, okay. Mark does not detect the usable area. So let's not use Mark. I think this was a single 1 though. So what do we need in this column? We need a 1 and a 4. So we do know the order. Let's see. We need a 2, 5. 5 is only in one place. We need a 6. That goes with the 2. So this is a 9. Whoops. So this is a 3 and an 8. Let's see. 1, 6, and 8. This is a 1. This is a 2. 5. All right. I need 2, 3, and 7. Nice. That resolves. I need 4. That's here. I need 6 and 8. Okay. Down here, I do need a 6. What else do I need? 6 and a 9. Nice. Those are done. That's 8 and 6. Okay, these 4, I'm just going to fill them and use the red marks. We need a 1, a 2, a 3, and an 8. So we know that's 2, 1, 8, 3, 6, 2, 6, 8. And solution check is in there as well. Very nice. We got it right. So per Asylum's request, we will remove the green here. Oh, solution's correct again. Nice. Sweet. And I'll make this black. I'll make this as dark as black as I can get it. There we go. In fact, I could probably go in here. Actually, that's as black as it gets. Okay. Whoopsie. Didn't mean to do that. There we go. All right, thanks, Asylum. Yeah, that was nice and clean. I like that. I just I have to get used to reading the clues this way because I'm just not used to it. But it is definitely easier to understand, and also it does unlock the ability to specify what the colors are when there's multiple colors in a row or column. So it gives you more flexibility in cluing, which F puzzles you couldn't do. So that's very neat. Definitely check out Asylum's video on how he made this in CTC software. Well, he made it in F puzzles and then exported it to CTC. You miss needing eye wings to finish a puzzle? Okay. Maybe one day. All right, let's... oh, I never gave the link to this. So here's the link if you need it. And then let's pull up the next puzzle here, top of the queue. Hey, Panthera. This is the same link twice, so I will just... Thanks, Sam. Hope you enjoyed my solve. I know I didn't do the best job in the world, but we got there. Let's see, outside digits. One of these shows outside digits. There we go. Row 2, column 8 is our bet cell. That looks a bit weird. All right, we got an interesting puzzle. I have to read the rules here. So this is called Cave Coherence. It's by Wolff. Normal Sudoku rules apply. In addition, shade some cells so that all shaded cells, walls, are orthogonally connected to the edge. All other cells, the cave, are orthogonally connected. Okay, so we're going to have walls that like jut out that will make gray. However we want to do that, right? And they have to connect to the edge at least once. And then we're going to have a set of cells that will mark green that have to be completely orthogonally connected to each other. And that's a cave puzzle. So I don't know. We could do something like this, have this fill in, have all this be black. I don't know. You get the idea. These all have to be black because they can't connect to the green, etc. So that's how we're gonna shade. A cell is coherent if the total number of cells of the same shadiness it sees in its up to 4 orthogonal directions, including itself, is equal to its digit. So if this is 4 and it's green, then that means these 4 must be shaded for it to be coherent. If this is like a 3 and these are all green, or if this is a 4 and like this one is black, then now that is not a coherent cell. Including itself? Oh, including itself. So I did that wrong. So this 5 would be coherent, 4 would not. Got it. All cave cells are coherent, no wall cells are coherent. So green cells are coherent, black cells are not. Cells with a square indicate that all orthogonally connected neighbors have the same shadiness. All squares are given. Row 9, column 9 with a filled-in square is also even. Okay, this is 2, 4, 6, or 8. Very shady puzzle. All right. So how do we want to get started? Maybe it is the even cell, because if all 3 of these were the same shadiness, then this would not be a coherent cell. Does it have to be coherent? No, only walls are coherent. The square indicates that all orthogonally connected neighbors have the same shadiness. Okay, so these all do have the same shadiness. And if they were black, if they were wall cells, then this would have to be a 3, and it can't be. So these are all 3 green. Doesn't that mean these are all... Am I reading this right? So these are all green as well? Wall cells are not coherent. Oh. I see. Cave cells are coherent, wall cells are not. I see. So then this can't be cave, because then this would have to be coherent. Got it. So it actually did it backwards. This is wall, which means that's wall, which means these are a wall. Which means these are all wall. Am I doing this right? Means these are all wall? Which means this is wall, which means these are wall. Okay. There's a lot of wall. There is a negative constraint on squares that we need to remember. I don't see how there's a restriction at all on the numbers that go in squares. I think that caves can't be 1. Can they? No, cave cells cannot be 1. So we actually need wall in every box. So we got to get into box 5 somehow, or we're not going to be able to place a 1. So, because if a cave cell were 1, then we'd have to surround it with... It has to be coherent, because all cave cells are coherent. And then that would mean that it's not orthogonally connected to all other caves. Now, technically, we have to prove that there's more than 1 cave cell in this puzzle. But I think that is probably true. We might be able to make that assumption. I don't understand why a square would have to be anything specific. Hey, Anarut, how you doing? All right. Can we do any more shading? True. Okay. This is not a square. Derek has a good point. If this were cave, then this should be a square because all of it matches its neighbors. So this is our first cave cell. We technically don't have to have it leave. Okay, yeah, okay. If this was our only cave cell, then the rest of this would be black, and we'd have a lot more squares in the grid. The negative constraint on squares means that this has to get out. And yes, cave cells are coherent, so this must be a 2. Very true. I can use that trick a few more times. Yeah, I can use it here. That has to get out. Where else can I use it? Up to 4 diagonal directions. Okay, I explained the rules wrong then. I read it as... Okay. Yeah, I read it wrong then. I 100% explained these rules wrong, and I'm sorry for people watching the VOD and trying it yourself first. Okay, this one can't be black because that makes this cell need a square. So this is green. This cell can't be black because this square would then be this would need a square. This can't be black because this one would need a square. Okay, if this was black, these would be black. And now this would have to be black because these all need to match. But now this cell should have had a square and this cell should have had a square. So this cannot be black. This must be green. Surrounded by greens. That makes this green. It's surrounded by greens. That makes this green. It's surrounded by greens. This one needs a black next to it, so that's black. Negative numbers? No, we have digits 1 to 9, standard Sudoku rules. Oh, right. This is coherent, so it must be a 3. Thanks, Derek. This is coherent, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. This only sees its row. Oh no, it sees up and down. So it sees 1, 2, 3, 4 right now. It has to see more because it can't be a 4 repeated in the box. So this is green. So it's at least 5 now. Yeah, we have digits. Okay, if these were green, wouldn't that require squareage? That would require this to have a square. So if these were green, this would need a square and it doesn't have one. So these are black, and then that does a lot. Lots of black up here. So these are black, these are black. This needs a green neighbor. Wait, this one needed a green neighbor. This one needs a green neighbor. Okay. Didn't we just say that? Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Black cells can be 1, but green cells cannot be. So, more coherent. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 5. This one sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's a 6. This one sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 already. So this is 7 or 8. It can only grow 1. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already, but it needs to be bigger because it can't be a 5. So the only way to grow is here, and that locks it in as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7, that's 8. This has to grow then. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a 9. And this is a 1, 2 pair. No, these are fine. Yeah, we almost finished box 1. This one here sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already. Needs to see 7 or 9. So it's going to take these two. This cell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 already. So we can't take this one, or it would have to be 10. So this is 8, this is 7. I was double checking. These both see the same amount right now. They both see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are a 5, 6 pair because we can't do 7, 8, or 9. Oh, so this is black so that we don't finish this. You're right. I said it and then I didn't do it. So that green has to escape. One of these is black, but I don't know which. This black needs to kick to an edge. It has to get out. I think it's gonna. These greens need to come through here. I made a checkerboard, which isn't allowed. So I messed up. I messed up as soon as I placed this 8, I guess. Oh, and we messed up here because this should have been a square. So when did I place that? Okay. That was here. Okay, this doesn't have a square, so this has to be shaded dark. Don't make a checkerboard, so this has to be green. Let's do some easy rules first. Okay, so this cell here sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So still broken. So do I back up all the way? Let's back up all the way here. This can't be black. If this were black, these two are definitely black, which means this has to be black. And then now this should have been a square. So I like this logic. This is green. That makes these green. That makes these green. That much is pretty clear. So this one needs a black neighbor, so this has to be black. So now we can fill the 3 here. This one's done. It sees 4. But 1 and 2 can't be in any of these because they see too many. I was gonna say the black has to get out, but it doesn't. There was some logic that made all of this black. I don't remember what it was. Okay, this sees 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, this one had to grow. Because if it didn't grow, if this was black, then it would be a 4. So this has to grow. But I think I filled a 5 in it when I didn't have to. Well, maybe I didn't. I don't know. This black... yeah, it's not a square. I don't think that's a problem. Am I reading this rule wrong too? Cells with a square indicate that all orthogonally connected neighbors have the same shadiness. I read that as have the same shadiness as itself. Is that not true? Because if that's not true, I've been doing this entire puzzle wrong. This must be incoherent. So if it was a 1, we'd need this to be black. If it was a 2, we need both of these to be black. I don't know what that does. This one. Well, luckily it sees all of that, so... I don't think the setter's here. Derek says you can prove if all 4 edges are one color, then the cell inside must be the same color. For most cells, that's pretty clear, because you can't have an isolated green. And if you put an isolated black that can't reach the wall, that's bad. But if I had a black here, let's say this square here, if I had a black here, I could surround it with green, and the greens and the black are pretty happy. So like, my break-in, couldn't this have been black and then these two green? I don't know. I'm hoping it's as itself. Okay, yeah, so if I make this green, that makes these two green along with a bunch of other stuff, and then now this one would have to have a square. So this one has to be dark, and then the rest of these are dark. Or black. Unless we're reading the rules wrong. So now this is 5. This is 6. I feel like this is the same as what we did. This is 7 or 8. This can't stay 5, so this has to grow. It can't be 6 either, so it has to grow again. That makes this a 7. This is exactly what we did. This is an 8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't make a checkerboard. This is the exact same issue. Isn't it? This cell doesn't have a square. This is the exact same thing I did before. So now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I must have done the rules wrong to this puzzle. I think the rules are not well stated. A cell with a square indicates that all orthogonally connected neighbors have the same shadiness. It needs to say as it or as each other, but not necessarily it. Like, it needs to specify. We may have to start over and assume it's the other way. Tell you what, guys, we are going to put this puzzle on hold. I will do it in a future stream, and I'm going to reach out to the setter and ask for rules clarification. That's what I'm going to do. Because I don't understand the rules clearly. So I'm going to clear all this out. And we will do this in a future stream. I'm going to move on to the next puzzle. Okay. Next puzzle is Derek's. Derek is here, so we won't have the same issue. Alrighty. Cave rules do not apply. Good. All right. This is called Lookin Hot. It's by Derektionary. So we have normal Sudoku rules. Along thermometers, digits must increase from the bulb end, so standard thermometers. Cage ambiguity, so these are just standard look and say killer cage ambiguity. So a cage could be just a normal killer cage where the digits can't repeat and sum to the value in the top left, or they could be look and say cages, in which case digits can repeat and we read the total as two distinct numbers, 1, 5, which means there is 1 5 in the cage, or 2 2s. So this either adds to 22 without repeating or has 2 2s in it. So there we go. Those are the rules. We've done a bunch of these on stream before. Let's see. So all cages are coherent. Oh no. This is 7 9. Nope. Or has a 6 in it. Oh, why did I do that? One of these is a killer cage, at least. I kind of want to good lift these thermos, but I'm not sure if it actually helps. But I don't have anything else to do. I would say that this can't be 4. Because if this is a look and say cage, one of these is a 4, and this sees both of them. This too. Or it adds to 14, in which case it doesn't have a 4 in it, in which case this is 5 or 6. So this definitely can't be a 4. So these two cells are not 4, which means this is not a 5. I'm sure that's the break-in. Let's see. I don't think it precludes this from being 3, though. Because this could be 2, 2, 4, 3. So same up here. These two both see a 4 in some way, or something higher than 4. All right. Basically done with the puzzle now. Let's see. Must one of the 13s be look and say? I don't know. Does the sum not work? 4 9 5 8 6 7. Can't I do 4 9 5 8? I mean, 4 9 5 8 makes this 6 7, which could harm these thermos in some way. Because one of these would be 6 5. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, one of these would be 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. If this was 6, okay, can this be a 6? Let's ask that first. This would be 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. This would be, couldn't be 1, 2, or 3, as you can see now. And so this couldn't be 2, 3, or 4, or 5. And so this would be 6, 7, 8, 9. It works, but it's very restricted. Does the same thing happen the other way? If this was 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, this sees the 1, 2, 3. So this would be 6, 7, 8, 9. So if we include a 6, the other one's a 9. Which is interesting. I don't know what that does. Emily says, I think if either of the 14s are 6, 8, you're going to have a problem with the thermos. 14s. Oh. So if this was 6, 8. Oh, does that break the... Well, hold on. Can't we just do 6, 4, though? Like, what's... Okay, let's think about this 17 cage a bit. Because as Mark says, it's either got a 7 in it, or it's got an 8 and 9 in it. Having a 7 does what exactly? Previous thing I did was broken. So the previous thing being this being the 6. True. We can't do 7, 8, 9 here because that breaks. This cage sees the 7, the 8, and the 9. So this cage can't be filled. So one thing we can say is this can't be 7 because that forces that situation. And this can't be 6 because it forces that situation. Does something similar happen to the 16 cage? I don't think so. This can't be 6, true. So this can't be 5. Garion says this can't be a killer cage. I'm not sure how to prove that. Even if you hide the 9, you'd still have 7, 8, and 2 other digits in it? Oh, I see. So none of these digits are 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to have 2 of 7, 8, 9 in the 16, and even 7, 8 adds to 15 already. Okay, so this has a 6 in it somewhere, which means this is not a 6, which means that's not a 5. So doesn't that mean this can't be 6? Because if this was 6, this would be 5, 3, 2, 1. This would be 4, and this would have no value. Because of the thing we saw before. So this is not a 6. So now there's definitely a 7 in these 3 cells. Because either there's a 7 in here, or this is an 8, 9 pair, and that's a 7. This can't be a 7, because if this was a 7, this would be an 8, 9. If this was 7, this would be 8, 9, and this couldn't have a 7 in it, and it couldn't be an 8, 9 pair. So this is not a 7. Good spot, Tom. This is a 4 or a 9, right? Oh no, if this was a 4, this could be anything. Never mind. If this is not a 4, this is a 4 or 9. Can this be 7? I think this could be 7. "13 Cage must have a 7, 8, 9 in it. So there's sort of a virtual 7, 8, 9 triple among these. One of these 13 cages has a 1 in it. No, the 1 could go here. Darn it. This being a 6 breaks this cage. Okay, if this was a 6, this has to be 7, 9. And now these both have to be 8. That's true. So this cannot be 6. So these cells here are not from 7, 8, 9, and they're not 1. I know that's not great. Why can't this be 7? Oh, this cell here sees this whole thermo. These 3 cells. This cell sees all 3 of these. So it can't be 7, 8, 9 because it breaks this cell. So this can't be a 7. So this can't be 5. Okay. We have something similar here, but we already eliminated the 7 somehow. Because of this cage. Right, one of these is look and say, so these can't be 3. Because one of the non-look and say needs a 7, 8, 9 in it. This now can't add to 14 naturally, so it's just got a 4 in it. Which means this is not a 4. Do I mark that? Maybe. Okay. We can color look and say as purple. We'll use green for killers. Okay, so for this to be a 14 killer cage, this needs to be 5/9 exactly. So if this was a 9, Mark's question is how do we use the secret? So we'd have, I'm not doing that in my head. We'd have 9 plus, oops. We'd have 9 plus 19 plus 17. That would already be 45. Oh, true. So these two would be zeros, which doesn't work because the thermo says they have to be different. All right, so this is not 9, so this has a 4 in it. Well, no. Oh, well, no, because we could have look and says. We can't treat these as killers yet. Okay, so if this was a 9, the 19 cage would certainly be killer. Then we definitely couldn't use the 17 cage as a 17 cage. We'd have to make it a look and say 7. That's 35. These two would have to add to 10. So I think this is forced, right? So if this is a 9, this must be a killer cage. And this must be a look and say cage. That adds to 35. We'd have 3 cells to add to 10. So the thermo would be 3, 5. Otherwise, we'd exceed 10 already. And then we'd have a 2 in the 17 cage. 2, 7. But it works, right? Oh, but this would be a 5. This would be a 5. This would be 6, 8, and that's way too big. Okay. So this cannot be a 9. This is a look and say cage, and this is not 4. Watch, these are all look and says. That's right, Panthera. You can just sit back and watch if you want to. Yeah, one of these at least is a killer. I know that. In fact, we know it's one of each. We've proven that. Yeah, so I think the only killer cage in this whole puzzle is the 13. One of these 13s. We don't know which. Let's see. Might as well just color the rest now, right? One of these is a 4, because we can't have both of these be 4. Which means this is not a 4. So this is either 1, 2, can't be 3 or 4, could be 5 or 6, and that's it. Oh, true. This cell sees these 3. So this cannot be 3, 2, 1. Good spot, Jessica. So this has to be a 5. So these are not 5s. Unfortunately, that's kind of our first digit. Nice. But unfortunately, okay, so this is a killer cage. Darn, proven wrong. 15 without a 5. Still has options. I'm kind of curious. If we did 15 plus 16 plus 5. So if this was killer, these two would add to 9. That seems reasonable. This would be 1, 2, or 3. Actually, this couldn't be a 6. Oh no, if this was killer, right, this would be 7, 9. So this can be a 7. So this would be 1 or 3. Right, this cell can't be a 3 either, because that sees it. So this can't be 5. Oh, if this was killer, this would be 8. And this would be 6. So 6 is in one of these cells, which forms a Jovi wing here. So 6 is up here. So this does not have a 6 in it. So this has to have a 1 in it. Can 17 cage in box 4 be killer? 7, 6, 5. I don't know. Can it? Oh, because it takes 9 out of this cage. And then that breaks the math? Is that the reason? So they'd both be killer. So if 17's a killer, they're both killer. And then we only have 9 left, but these have to add to more than 9 now. By themselves, and we still have this cell. So yeah, this cannot be a killer. This is a look and say, so this is not 7. There's a 7 in here somewhere. Nice. Huh? Mark says row 4, column 3 can't be 8 by the box 2 16 cage. How do they even interact? Oh, this can't be a 7. Because that forces this to be 6, and now this can't be a killer or a look and say. Okay. So this is not 7. That's an 8-9 pair in the box now. So now we know there's a 7 in the 13 cages down here. But the reason there's a 7 and 13 cage is because we need to add to 13 as a killer sum, and this can't be 7, 6 because of this. Oh no, this could be 6. Oh no, actually no, because if this was 7, 6, that actually means this can't be either cage. So this is the 7, 6. This is the killer 7, 6. And this is the look and say. I'm going to argue this 11 cage must have a 1 or a 2 in it. Because if it's a killer, it has a 1 or 2 in it. If it's a look and say, it has a 1 in it. So this has a 1 or a 2 in it. That makes a virtual 1-2 pair here. Meaning this is a 4. Whoa. So this can't be 3 or 4, so this is a 1 or 2, as Garian pointed out. I don't know why you're saying the 11 cage must have a 6 in it. Oh, you retracted. Wait. Wait, what? I don't follow. What did Carl say? Row 4, column 3 sees the 8-9 pair in box 5. Oh, true. Yeah, this is a 8-9 pair. It sees this through the thermo and this through the row. So this cannot be an 8. So this is 6, 5. This is not a 5 anymore. This is a 2, so that's a 1. That's a 1. Now this has to be 2, 3, 6. That makes this a look and say with a 6 in it. We were pretty close. This ended up killer, but otherwise we were close. Oh, this ended up killer as well. Unfortunate. So this can't be 2, so that's a 1. This is not 5 or 6, so it's 7, 8, or 9. That's not a 1. Row 4, column 5 has to be in row 1, column 4. Right. Where does this go in this column? That's actually really cool. So this, in this column, can't share a box and can't share a thermo. So this goes here. This is 8 or 9. Which means that we now have an 8-9 pair here, making this a 7. And then we can't add, we know this is a look and say, so this has to be the 4. This is a look and say, so that's a 4. 1, 2, 3, triple. Doesn't do much because this is just look and say. I guess we know there's a 6 down here. Maybe that'll come in handy at some point. Can this even be 19 anymore? There's no 4, 5, or 6 in it. 1, 2, 7. It can't have a 7 in it either. Yeah, this is now a look and say, according to Sven. Cool. Okay, what do we do next? We do have some thermos we haven't even looked at. This not being a 1 or 2, does that help anything? Okay, let's eliminate 7 from here. So this is either 1, 2, 3, 9 or 1, 2, 4, 8. So this has the 8, 9 in it, the other 8, 9 in it, and a 1 and a 2 in it. So the 2 has to go here. And then this is with a 3 or a 4. Oh, but these 3s look up. So this has a 3 in it. So these are 1, 3, 9. Got it. So this thermotip, whatever job it was doing, it did its job already. Probably to restrict these cells rather than to restrict this one. All right. That places 139 places these as 8s, and that is a 9. This is not a 9. This is what? This is 3 and 5. So this is 7 and 9. So this is 4, 5, and 8. That's certainly not an 8. 22 cage? Maybe. Don't really see it yet. This is a triple. That might be interesting. 3, 7, 9. Well, this is not a 9. It could be... Can we do 7, 8, 9 here? I think we could. Okay, Gary's saying if this is look and say it breaks box 3. So if these are both 2, then the thermo... it does break. This thermo bulb is at least 3. So I guess the question is, where does 2 go in this column? And it's somewhere here, which takes 2, which means we can't put 2 2s in here. Anyway, it's probably easier to do it the way Gary did. If we do double 2 here, that forces a 2 on this thermo, but this thermo can't have a 2 on it. So this is just a killer cage, which means it has a 9 in it, and it's 5, 8, or 6, 7. These aren't 7s. So that's not 6. Hey, Ephraim, how you doing? This is 3, 7, 9, so these can't be 9s. So the 9 goes here. Very true. Which means that there's no 7 in it, so this is 5, 8. So this is 3 and 5. So these are 2, 4. What am I missing? 6. So the 6 is placed. That's not a 6. Oh, this maxes out at 8. 8, 7, 6. So according to this is at least 5, and according to this is at most 6, but it can't be a 6. So this is 5 and 4. 8 and 5. So 8, 7. So 6 or 7 and 7 and 8. Okay. I need a 2 in this column. It's got to go down here. This is at least 3, which means this is at least 4, which means this is at least 5, but it can't be 5 or 6. So this, and it can't be 7 either. So that's an 8 or a 9, which means this can't be 7 now, because that would be 8, 9. So that's a 3, unsurprisingly. I'm being told to pencil box 4. Why not? So the triple here, we have 1, we have 2, we need 3, we have 4, 5, 6, we need 7, 8. That's not a 7. And this triple here is 1, 2, 9, it looks like. If this is not a 3, the thermo breaks, I'm told. So if this is 4, then this can't be 5, 6, so it would be 7? What's wrong with it? This would be 7, 8, 9. Okay, I'll pencil. Oh, it sees a 4, so this would be at least 5 then. This is 3 through 7, really. But it sees 4. Could be, like, it sees 5, where? Why am I blind to the 5? Oh, it sees 5 all the way down there. It sees 6. So this is 3 or 7. Got it. It can't be 4, it can't be 5, it can't be 6. If it were 7, this would be 8, 9, and that breaks this cell. So it has to be 3. That's a 1. So that's a 3, and that's a 2. 8, 7, 3. That's a 9, 1 and 3. Nice, getting there. What are these? So we need 5, we need 6, we need 7. Yeah, that was a nice spot, Garian. So this could be 4, but otherwise it can't be 5 or 6. And we know it can't be, well, it could be 7, I guess. Could it be 8? I guess it could be 8 as well. 1 in row 2. Ah, yeah. Well, 1 in this box even just goes here. This can't be a 5, so this is at least 6, but it can't be a 6 either. So this is from 7, 8, 9. Where's 2 go in the box? I think 2 goes here. Resolves that. Is it just Sudoku mostly from here? We do have, might have some more thermo logic, but 1 in box 9 is placed, indeed. One of these is a 1. What is this? It's not 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's from 5, 6, 7, 8. But it can't be 5 or 8. So that's a 6, 7 pair. That's an 8. That's not 8. That's not 5. So these are from 2, 3, 4 only? Really? So they're done? That's not 2 or 3. That's not a 4. Now we have a 7, 8, 9 triple. So this is 6 and 5, and this is 4. 6 and 4, that's a 6, that's a 7. What do we have in here? 5, 8, 9. I feel like I should make a policy where if the setter's watching, I leave it up to the setter for when or if or when I press marks, the mark button. So Derek, I will leave it up to you for when you feel like I should press the mark button, if ever. Otherwise, I'll just keep going. Whenever? Okay, I will press it. Nice. Now we can just finish. Thank you, Mark. That sells a 1. And we're done. Yeah, that was tricky, but I liked it. That was fun. It's a little unfortunate that we ended up with more than one killer cage, so my prediction was wrong. Maybe we should bet on like how many are killer cages in future puzzles. Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cages. Seems like everyone enjoyed your puzzle, Derek. Alrighty. None were both. Oh, interesting. I think a lot of them ended up forced because they couldn't be both, or they couldn't be one or the other. Yeah, I imagine it actually makes it difficult to, what am I trying to say? It makes it difficult to disambiguate them when they're both. So it's tough to include them in logic. That would be my guess. All right. Okay. So my queue is essentially all hard puzzles right now, other than Jessica's. Jessica, did you want yours today or next week? But even if I do yours today, I'm probably going to have to fill time with another hard puzzle. Yeah, since yours is quick, I think we're just going to have to do another difficult puzzle today. I think that's fine, though. Let's see who's actually here. Is Andrew Sarkis here today? I don't think I've seen them talk. I saw Math Pesto's here. Let's do your puzzle, Math Pesto. Mark is here. Where's Mark's puzzle? Oh, I see Mark's puzzle. Yay, 7 months. Thanks, Paz. Well, Mark's puzzle is a little bit lower in the queue, so I think for fairness, I would do Math Pesto since Math Pesto's here. We'll do Mark's, of course, pretty soon. My queue's not that long. Alrighty. Thanks again, Pause, for 7 months. Can you guys believe 7 months of support? Like, that's insane. All right. All right, see you, Derek. Yes, my testers did say this one was difficult, but we do have Math Pesto here, so I'm hoping we'll be able to do it in an hour. That's my hope. All right, so let's get started. This is called Triangles Are All Right. Nice pun. It's by Math Pesto. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Adjacent digits on green line differ by at least 5, so that's standard German whispers. And then digits on a purple line form a set of non-repeating consecutive digits in any order, standard Renn bands. Digits in a circle appear at least once in the 4 surrounding cells. Standard quads. All right. Thanks, DJV. See you later. And this is our bet cell. So these big ones are 9 long, so that just means that they're basically an extra region. So these cells are the same as these cells, if that's helpful at all. And these cells are the same as these cells. No. What am I doing? This is off to a really good start. These cells are the same as these cells. And these cells are the same as these cells. I caught it before anyone in chat said no. At least on my screen. Yeah, it seemed like it could be right, you know? All right, so yeah, let's, as Josh says, let's look at this quad here. 2, 3, and 9 are present in these 4 cells. We can only hide one of them here. So the other 2 are on the Renban. And if I put a 9 on the Renban, I could do 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I couldn't reach 2 or 3. So that forces this to be 9, which forces these to be 1 through 4. And I have a 2 and a 3 on here as well. Yeah, early digit, easy puzzle. We have the same thing going on here. 7 and 8. So if I put a 1 on here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I can't reach 7, 8. So that's a 1, and then these are 6 through 9. That feels exactly the same logic. So if 2 and 3 are up here, these can't be 2, 3. They're a 1, 4 pair. And same here, these can't be 7, 8. So these are a 6, 9 pair. Nice. Indeed, you cannot put 2, 3 twice on a Renban. So we know there's a 1. So we know these are 2, 3, 5 is what we know. And the 5's not here. And then we know these are 5, 7, 8, and the 5's not here. So this is high. So should we high-low color? I guess we should. These are high. This is low. And because this is high, these are low, and these are high. This is low, which means these are high. Oh, I shouldn't use blue here. In fact, I probably shouldn't color these at all. So these are low. So these are from 1, 2, 3, 4. These are from 6, 7, 8, 9. They can't be 6 because I see a 2, 3. They can't be 9 because I see a 9. These are from 2, 3. They can't be 4 because they see 7, 8. And these are from 6, 7, 8, 9. These aren't 6. These aren't 4 for similar reasons. Yeah, I was looking at this or this. It's interesting, isn't it? So these are consecutive, and they're the same parity. I don't know what to do with that right now. We don't know that this is a 2, 3 pair is the issue. I was thinking about that. If we can prove this is 2, 3 pair or double 3, then this is an 8, but they could both be 2. What would that do? 9 in box 1 is on the Renban. True, this Renban needs every digit. And these aren't 9, and this 9 sees these two. So 9's on the Renban. Probably 1 is the same down here. Sure is. I generally don't use uniqueness, Nebu. I'm sure it's not necessary. But I think Nebu's trying to say that this is probably a 5. Let's see. Okay, 6 can't go on the Whisper because it would have to go with a 1. So 6 is on this line somewhere. And for the same reason, 4 is on this line somewhere. So if this, okay, if these were high, they'd have to be 8, 9. Oh, true. 5s are also just pushed off green lines in general. Oops. So if this was high, it has to be 8, 9. Because it can't be 7, 8, and there's no 6 on it. If they were low, I guess they'd be 1, 2. They could not be 2, 3. Could they be 3, 4? 3, 4 with a 9, I think works. Why couldn't... Oh, it can't be 1, 2 because there's no 1 on it. It can't be 2, 3, so it would be 3, 4. Which means this is extreme, right? This is either a 9. Oh no, the 8, 9 means this could be 2 or 3. So we probably have something similar over here. So this doesn't... Let's see. If this were low, it could be 1, 2, but it couldn't be 2, 3, or 3, 4. And 1, 2 would go with 7 or 8. Because 9's on here. And then if it's high, then there's no... What am I saying about it being high? It can't be 8, 9 because there's no 9. Can't be 7, 8, it breaks this cell. So it'd be 6, 7 with a 1. Okay. So yes, there is a 1. That's true. There is a 1 on this triangle. And there is a 9 on this triangle. Very true. And there's a 1 in this quad. Nice. There's a 1 in this quad, so there's a 1 up here, not here, on this Renban. Which means that's not a 1, but more importantly, that means this is a 4. Which means what? We can do the same thing over here, probably. These 9s line up with these 9s, so there's a 9 over here. This one's not going to be a 9. This is 6, this is 9. That's not a 9, that's not a 6. That's not a 9. And then because the 9's over here, yeah, that ends up not a 9. Okay. I tried Kokuro. I've done some Kokuro. Not a lot. 1, 2 in box 1, force 3. Three, double 8. If this was a 1-2 pair, this would be 3, 8, meaning this is not an 8. And if this is a 6-7 pair, this is definitely not an 8. So this is never an 8. I probably have something similar here with 8, 9. That's a 7, forcing these to be 2s. So that's never a 2. Doesn't that mean there's now a 3 on here? And there's a 7 on here? So we can do the same thing. There's a 3 down here, and there's a 7 up here. So this is a 2. And this is an 8. There's a 3 and a 9 on here. Huh. True. So we do need an 8 in this box 8 is pushed out here. And in this box 2 is pushed out here. We almost have the full Renban digits, but okay. My markings are getting a little crazy. I may not need these anymore, but we'll see. These 4 have 2 consecutive digits, if that helps. And these 4 have 2 consecutive digits. Oh no, they don't. These 4 have 2 consecutive digits. And these 4 have 2 consecutive digits. Good night, Panthera. Garion says 1 in column 1 are getting interesting. 9 column 9 are getting interesting. Okay, so 1 is down here somewhere in this column, and 9's up here somewhere. Yeah, it doesn't quite do anything. This can't be a 1 because that would be a 2, and this can't be a 9 because that would be an 8. In fact, if this were a 9, this would have to be 8 because it couldn't be 7 and it couldn't be 6 because the 1 is in the quad. Oh, because it would be consecutive. So if this is a 9, this would be 8 because it's consecutive. So that doesn't matter. We know the 1's up. Yeah, we know there's no 1 here. So I don't know if that's enough. If this were low, it would be 1 or 3. couldn't be a 3 because this can't be 8 or 9. So if this was low, it would have to be a 1. If it were high, couldn't be 6, so it'd be 7, 8, or 9. Hey Martin, just rolled in. Is that then a 2, 3 pair in column 8? I'm not sure what you're referencing in column 8. Isn't 8 always on that little triangle in box 3? This is not 6. This is not 7. Ooh, these 9s point up. That's true. One of these is 8. That's a good spot from Carl. So either this is 9, either these are high, in which case, well, hold on. Do we have to have an 8 if these are high? Do I have to? Because if this is 9, then certainly they're 9, 8. I can't put a 6 on them, right? So they have to have an even number, so they'd have an 8. Okay, so 8 is on this triangle for sure, because either 8 is on this Ren band exactly here, because this can't be 8, or this is high and it can't be 6 because there's no 1 on the Whisper. Also, because these would both have to be 1. There's no 7 because this points over, or there's a 7 in the box. Okay, so it can't be 6 or 7. And it can't be 9 because these 9s point up. So this would have to be an 8. So 8s are in one of these two, which means 8's not here, which means 8 is placed here, which is high. And I think we have something similar down here then with 2s. I don't think we need to repeat the logic. Because this sees the 1, this sees the 3, or the 3. And it can't be 4. So these are not 2s, which places this 2, which is low. So if this was a 2, we'd be a 7-9 pair here. I don't see an immediate problem with that. 7 in box 3. What about it? Oh, I see. Yeah, if this was 2, how do we get 2 consecutive digits? I need to include a 6, and I can't. Because the 8 looks down. Okay, cool. So this is not the 2. This is 2. So that's 3, which makes that a 1. These are low. And this has to be high. Has to be at least 7. So it's 7 or 8. Can't be 9 because of this. And then we should... Okay, this is high now. This is 2 or 4. This is 1, 3 or 4. 7, 8 pair, nice. So that's a 7. So that's a 6. So that's a 1. We can do the mirror opposite. I just want to fill this one. So this is not 7. So this is not 6 either. So this is 8 or 9. All right, so same deal here. This one probably can't be the 8 because this would not have an even number to go on it. So true. That's not 8. So this is 8. That's 7. This is 9. These are both high. This now needs to be a, let's see, it can't be 1, so it's 2 or 3. It can't be 4. So that's low. So this is not 9. What else did we learn from this? I think we should learn this here. So yes, this can't be high. It sees all the highs. So this has to be low. Makes that high, which makes that low, which makes that high. We have this 2-3 pair, which places the 9. So this has to be a 3-4 pair, which are low. Okay. This can be 1, 2, or 3. This can be 6, 7, 9. This can be can't be 4. Why isn't this mirrored here? Why can't this be a 3? Oh, if this was a 3, this would have to be 8? Is that a hold on, what is this? This is 6 or 8. This 2-3 pair does look down. That's 4 and 3. There, now this can't be a 3. Okay. I was just trying to get them to match. All right. The symmetry on this puzzle is maintaining. Remove the pencil mark 7. You're gonna have to be more specific. Row 9, column 5. Why is that? The box, hold on. Renban. Oh, there's a 7 on this Renban. Thank you. So far away. So this 3 removes this 3 then. Can this be an 8-9 pair? Make this 7. It would make, oh, no, it can't. What would this still, where would 1 go in the box? Hold on, should I look at this Renban? We've got a 2-4 on it and a 7-8-9 on it. If this was a 9, this could not be a 2, it would have to be a 4. So if this is a 9, then that's also a 9. Anyway, let me do the 1 thing. So these ones point, right? So 1's in one of these 2. Oh no, 1 is just placed in this box. Hold on. These ones are pointing in, these ones are pointing in. This is just a 1. So then this has to be a 1, according to my markings. Wait, why did I have... Okay, this couldn't have been a 1, because 1s were up here for the Renban. And now the 1 for the Renban goes here. So there's a 1 over here. So what was it? What's the equivalent of what I just did? 9 in this box. These 9s point, this 9 comes over, so 9 is here. So this is not a 9, that places this 9. That's not a 9. There we go. So darn, they can reach. Ah, 9 is in one of these two, because the quad needs a 9 and this 9 sees over. We already have the ones marked up here. So if 9's on the Renban, then this can't be 2. So that's 4, that's 9. That's 9. Now if 1's on this Renban, then this can't be 8. So that's 6 and 1, and that's 1. Oh, neither of these are 9 now. So that places this 9. Neither of these are 1. Oops. So that's a 1. Are we cooking with gas? Hopefully. So two in box 4. Ah, 2 can't go on this Renban, that's true. So 2's over here. That's a 3. Now that's a 5. We got our first 5. All right, this is a triple. We have 1, we need 2. 2 can only go here. Oh, 2 for the box just goes there. And this is a 4-5 pair. We should be able to resolve this in the same way. But what did I do? Oh, this is a 3. That's a 2. 7 in box 9. This 7 looks down. Oh, can't repeat 7 on the Renban, so that's a 7. Right, so what is this triple? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, we need 5, 6, and 8. Why am I feeling like these aren't the same? Well, they're the same, but why am I missing a deduction over here? Okay, so one of these is an 8 that looks over, so that's a 7. That's an 8. 8 in box 6. That 8 looks over, that 8 looks down. Nice, that's 8, that's 5. I feel like we approach those differently, but that's okay. This is now an 8. We got it. 5, 6 pair. This is a triple. We have 1, 2, we need 3, 4, and we need a 5 that goes here. This is a 6 and this is a 5. That's a 6. So we need another 3, 4 over here. The Renban. These are, see, we have 1, 2, 3. We have 4, 5. We need 6 and 7 over here. Extremely symmetric puzzle. Let's see. 2 in this box goes here. 8 in this box goes here. This is a triple. 3, 5. I wonder where the 5 goes. 7. This is now a naked 5, as predicted at the start. All right, this is a pair. We need a 2 that goes here. Oops. And what is this one? This one's 8. Unsurprising. And these are 4 and 6. These are from 3, 4, 5. The 5 goes in the bet cell. It's a 4. Oops. It's a 5. Okay, so I think 5 also in this row goes here. This is 6 or 7. Which are high. So this is a low 3. 4 and 3. This is a high 7. 6 and 7. 6 and 4. I probably don't have to color anymore, but we're so close. We've got 5 and 6 here, so we know the order. Okay, what is this one? This one has to be low. It's a 4. Let's see, we need a 2 that goes here. And a 7. Okay. This column needs a blue. This column needs a blue. This row needs an orange. And this row needs an orange. Good, we finished the coloring first. 3 and 4, and then we have 6 and 8, and we're done. Nice. Hey, we got that done in half an hour. Very nice. Thanks, Math Pesto. That was a cool puzzle. All right, I think I'm gonna finish up with Jessica's puzzle here. Bet cell is row 3, column 5. But because this is a JSums, I may not place it. We'll place it. I'm going to take off the row column labels though. Can you see everything? The yellow is very hard to read, but otherwise we can see it. Alrighty. This is called Hannukah Camel. It's by Jessica. So we have normal Sudoku rules. We also have normal 2-color JSums. So we know how those work by now. So we can start by yellowing this row. What's our other color? Light gray and blue for unshaded. Got it. Let's see, 1, 25, 19. What do those add up to? Those add to 45. So this is the 1. And then the 25 is yellow. So this has to be, these are both, oh, gray, sorry. These are both gray. And these all have to be yellow at least. 19 needs 3 cells, so that's all forced. Okay, so we've got 5, 7, 2, 8, 6, all forced, and we use blue for unshaded. So we got 5, 7, 2, 8, 6. I can see the camel taking shape already. They can't have a 1 in this clue, so that's a 3, and we gotta have unshaded after it. This row has a 1 clue by itself, so this has to be a 4 because we can't do 1, 3. This can't be 2-4 and it can't be 1-5. So because of the 1-5 here and because of the 4 here. So this is a 6 on its own. These are both unshaded. Yes, a many humped camel is what's going on here. Okay, so these are unshaded. I don't think we can do 6, 3, 12, can we? We might be able to do 6, 3, 12 actually. 6, 3, 12. Okay. Row 1 clue is an 18 clue. True. We need at least 2 more cells for that. So this is a 6. This is a 8. This is a 13 clue. So we need at least 1 more. We still need more. That only adds to 15. So this is a 3. Now it's done. Hold on. 18 plus 7 plus 20. 27. That is 45, isn't it? Yeah. So this needs to now be yellow to be a 7 clue. And then 20 is coming from over here using at least 3. The camel drank only 1 jug of water, but that quenched his thirst for 8 days. Yeah, it was a miracle, camel. This being 7 would be very convenient for both the picture and for the clues, but I can't prove it yet. Oh, can the 7 be 2 digits is the question. It can't be 1, 6. It can't be 2, 5. It can't be 3, 4. Okay, so it is a 7 on its own, which was what I predicted. This is just 4 digits. We have 1. We need 2, 4, 5, and 9. It's not a 2. This is a 5 clue, though. That's 5. This is a 2 clue. This is a 9 clue. This is a 4 clue. Okay, makes sense. This has to be blue for the clue. That'd be between the 9 and the 6. What are these 3 cells? 2, 4, and 9. These add to 13 or less. 9 plus 7 is 16, so that is not a 9. So we're either... Okay, so we have to grow because at most we add to 11. So we need to grow. And then these now need to add to 6, and they have to be 2, 4 if we're going to add to 6. Unless we could be 1, 2, 3 here. We could grow and be 1, 2, 3. But yeah, okay. So we don't know yet. Oh no, if we grew, we'd have all of this adding to 13, and that doesn't work, so we can't grow. So this is a 2 and this is a 4 because of this 4 here. 9 and 2. This 4 clue now has a blue here. Oh, we could have just used the row clue, huh? Oh, we did it. This is a 24 clue in yellow. So we need at least 3 cells for that. This is not the 5 clue. This has to be the 7 clue. So the 5 clue comes after it and is here. This only adds to 11. It needs to get to 17, so it grows. But we can't be... okay. This would have to be a 6 in order to be 17, though. And it can't be, so it's got to grow again. And now these need to add to 6, so they have to be 1, 2, 3. And then this clue is now done. And we have 24 after it. That's got to be gray, and they have to be 7, 8, 9, which works. Oh, this clue is done. 25 and 19, so 11 plus 7 is 18. So this has to be a 7. And then this is 2, 8, 9. Okay, there's just a lot of clues to go through. So this is a 3 clue. Can't put a 2 in it, so it's a 3 by itself. And then we need 12. So this is going to be gray no matter what. I think. Could it be yellow? Could be yellow 12 down here. Maybe. What about this clue? 8, 13. This is a 9 clue. Could just be a 9. Oh, column 3 sum is 44. Just double check. Sure is. So we have one outie and it's a 1. So we have the 8, the 13, we have a 9 clue, then we have a black 8 clue, a gray 8 clue, and then we have a yellow 6 clue starting from here. And the yellow 6 doesn't have a 1 or a 2, so it must just be a 6 on its own. That makes this one gray at least, forming an 8 clue. It can't be 8 on its own, so that's how that works out. That's a 9. This is 3, 5. That works out. That's not 1. Finish the box with a 5 and a 8. What are these? What are these? 1, 2, 1. We have 2, 3, 4. We have 5, 6, 7. Do those add to 12? They do. No, they don't. We have to exclude the 1. No, they do. We don't exclude the 1. These are all shaded, so they're gray. Okay. There's a shaded 1 in this row, so this is not a 1. Okay. What now? We have to have a blue after this 5. Can we do 7 and 2? 1, 6. Technically works still. So this is 1 or 7. These are 1, 3, or 7 in general. Ah, so this is the 3. These are a pair. 1 and 4. And this triple is 6, 8, 9. This row adds to 45. Well, this 17 has to grow for sure. Hold on. Ah, so the 1's in the middle-ish somewhere, but we don't know where the 1 goes, but it's yellow. Well, we know, okay, we know it has to be here because this column is only yellow. So gray would have to stop here, and gray would have to stop here, and then this is yellow 1. Otherwise, we don't have a yellow 1. Or otherwise, this can't be clued. Okay, so that's simple. These all add to 45? They sure do. 11 clue needs to grow. 22 clue needs at least 3 cells. Oh, hold on. 6 and 3. This is the 3, this is the 1, this is the 2, and all of this is blue. So we can't fit a 17 down here golden or yellow. So this is part of the 17 clue. So we need at least 1 more down here. And then we need a 6 clue, so that goes here. Now this is, oh, this is 24 and 3, so this has to be 7 and 9. So this is blue. Could have seen that earlier. So these are all, wait, this is 4, 27, 1. So these are connected. So what do these add to? We have 2, 9, 6. So 17 already, so these two add to 10. Can't do 1, 9, can't do 2, 8. Could do 3, 7, can't do 4, 6. So this is 7 and 3. This is a 5, 8. Let's see, we've got 2, 24. This is 6. Then this is 4, which is 1, 3. And then this has to be yellow and is a 5. So this is the 25 clue. We have 5 and 3. This is not a 1. Oops, not a 1. So this is a 1. This is an 8. It's not 8. These add to 11. So 9 with 2 or 7 with 4. Yeah, we've got our Hannukah. It's neat. These 4. We have 1. We need 4, 5, and 8. Wait, this is a clue on its own. This is the 5. A camel Kia? Camel? It actually does have 9 candles. It's nice. Let's see. These 2, 1, 2. What do we need? We need a 4. Hold on. This is a 4, and then this is 7. Let's see. 1. We need 2, 5, and 9. Did you submit this one to CTC, Jessica? They probably do it. They did yours last year, right? Or 2 years ago? Let's see. 2, 4. If you care. 2, 4, and 6. Quick can be good. Let's see. 5 and 1 of these 2. Okay, 14 is this clue. So if this was a 9, we'd be 9, 4, 3 minimum, which is 16 already. So this is 2 and 9. I looked at chat and got that one from Garion. So 2 plus 3 is 5. This cannot be a 9, so this has to grow, unsurprisingly. So what do these 2 need to add up to? We have 14, we have 5. These need to add at 9. So this is either 4, 5, or 7, 2. Can't be 7, 2, so it is 4, 5. Unsurprising. 8. This is not a 6. It's not a 5. That's a 5. Okay, how about these? 22. So these add to 7. There's no way we're getting to 22. That's 16 max. So this has to be gray as well. That makes this a 9 clue. 7, 9. This is whatever's left for the row. 8. Ah, bet sells an 8. Nice. That's a 4. Are there any clues I haven't done? I think, this clue here I haven't done. 11, that's a 2. And I think that's it. So we'll hit mark now. Yeah, 7, 3, 4. Mark found 3 naked singles for me. Okay, there must be another clue. Ah, the 27. So these add to 16 plus 5 is 21. So we need a 6 to get to 27. And that resolves all these. Nice. Thanks, Jessica. Yeah, that was fun. And, you know, knowing the picture, you're like, oh, it's going to draw like that. But you still have to prove it. As is often the case in JSS. The puzzle should have only taken 1 day, but it lasted for 8. Oh no. That's a tough puzzle. All right. You make it a 3 color and you color the candles like, whoops. Color them like, oops, red or something. Orange. It keeps saying it's, oh, this is a really weird behavior. I'm gonna have to tell Sven about that. There, I lit the candles for you. Or should they all be lit? I don't even know. So many clues. Yes, many, many clues. All right, well, I have these little snacks. So we'll try a snack and see how that goes. Courtesy of Skunkworks. So we will do one. That is indeed a snack. All right. Little snack doku from Skunkworks. This is called Mini MinMax by Chili. The normal Sudoku rules, the arrow signs between cells point to the lower of the 2 digits they lie between. Yeah, so these are just normal, like less than, greater thans. All right, so this is bigger than at least 2 cells. This has to be 3 or 4. Same thing here. So these are 1, 2. This is smaller than at least 2 cells, so this has to be 3, 4, right? No, sorry, this has to be 1, 2. If this was 3, these would both be 4, yeah. So we have roping in the top rows. Let's see. So this one's also 3, 4. It's 1, 2. So these are 3, 4. These are 1, 2. Okay, this has to be smaller than this, so this has to be the 1. Oh, when they said these were snacks, they were not joking. All right. Now this has to be bigger than this, so this is 4 and 3. And there we go, 2 minutes. All right, we'll do one more snack. That's all I have, though. Need more snacks. Okay. Here we go. It's called Very Basic by Panthera. It's a JSON. A 3x3 JSON. So to get to 4, we're gonna have this one shaded. So this has to be a 1 because it's shaded, and then this is unshaded, and then this is shaded, and that's a 3, and that's a 2. 5 is all of them. No, 5 is not all of them. We need the 2 shaded. The 3 shaded. I mean, I think I see how this resolves, but how do I prove it logically? One of these is a 1. Hold on. So we've got 1, 3 here. We've got 2, 3 here. We've got 1, 2 here. So how does this resolve? The 3 and the 2. Ah, this has to be unshaded because there's a 3 and a 2. These are shaded. So now this has to add to 4. There we go. I didn't realize just how small these snacks were. I guess this is shaded. These are unshaded. All right. Nice camel. You can kind of see that there's a camel here and a camel here, and they're like looking at each other. These are their heads in the same cell. Well, those snacks were extremely short. Okay, got it. You are very basic. How rude. Well, I think I'm gonna end stream here. I'm getting pretty tired. We've done some good puzzles today. Thank you, everybody. So thank you especially to Pause for 7 months as a supporter. Thank you to all my super supporters, TheAsylm, Peter, David Ratner, Sotek, Franco, MathGeek, Kenny, Aiden, Wolfer, and Rise to the Equation. Thanks to all my members and patrons, and my next stream is Saturday morning with more Sudoku, so I will see you then. Have a great night.